Hello, everyone. So I'm over here at my mama's house. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. This afternoon because I wanted to do a video for you guys to show you what we feed our cats here at LiLNudists Cattery, because that's a huge question that I am forever asked, is what type of foods we recommend and what we feed our cats. And of course, if you are adopting a kitty from us, then you'll have to feed the same kind of food that we're feeding, at least for the first, we recommend really at least for the first month is best before you start switching them to another kind if you're going to, and it needs to be a really slow switch if you do, because this is literally the only food that your kitten will have eaten from the time it's born until the time it goes home to you at 3 or 4 months. So let's get started. So Nature's Variety is one of the brands that we feed. This is the Nature's Variety frozen raw food right there. That is primarily what most of our cattery locations are feeding. We feed typically about 90% of the raw food, and then the canned food is kind of supplemental just to get them used to a cooked food diet as well. It's a little different among our different catteries. We have 6 different locations now. I forgot for a second. And sorry for the shaking. I forgot my selfie stick and my arm is hurting. Anyway, so Nature's Variety is a good brand, whether you're gonna do the frozen raw or the canned food, or we even have these little pouches now that we've been feeding that Nature's Variety Instinct does. And I do want to specify the Instinct brand. Nature's Variety has, I don't know, I think they have like 3 different variations of foods. They have like prairie and something else, and the Instinct is their top of the line one. So this is really the best one because this is the only one that's the highest percentage of meat protein, which your cat needs, and lowest carbohydrates with no added grains or anything like that. So we try to make sure we specify Nature's Variety Instinct brand. And then we also will feed, oop, I almost shut you off, sorry. We also will feed Merrick brand food. It's I never remember how to spell this. Merrick, sorry. Canned food. They don't make a frozen raw, but they make a really good quality canned food. And again, they have a couple different variations, and really in this company, I like all their stuff. They have their Perfect Bistro line, and then they have their limited ingredient line. And both are really, really good, unless you have a cat that specifically has some type of food allergy to like chicken or beef or something. You might need a limited ingredient, because their bistro ones like this usually kind of mix a little bit of different protein, like their pot pie and Thanksgiving dinner and stuff. But that's another really good brand, and that's really the meat, so to speak, of what we feed our cats. And, you know, part of the reason, I mean, of course, we're feeding huge amounts of food, so cost is definitely a factor for us, and just like it is for you. Now, you know, some of you may only have 1 or 2 cats, and so maybe, you know, getting a different food that's 4 times the cost is doable, but not for us when we're feeding this many cats, you know. So this food and these brands are like hundreds and hundreds of hours of research of what is the very best quality food without sacrificing the quality whatsoever that we could feed in large quantities and make it affordable to have the best for our cats. Because we're feeding, how many pounds of food are you feeding a day?
10.
She's feeding 10 pounds of food a day to these cats. I mean, it's crazy. So she's able to buy the Nature's Variety Instinct frozen raw in bulk quantities, either these 12-pound bags, or actually the company will directly send to her local store here 5-pound packages as well that she can feed. So yeah, we've done the research and found really the best of the best that we feed to recommend to everybody. And the other one is this Primal brand. I know everything's backwards to you guys, sorry. Primal's another really, really good brand. We don't choose to feed their frozen raw because, I don't know, the cats don't seem to like the flavor quite as well as the Nature's Variety Instinct. And also Nature's Variety puts all their frozen raw food through a high pressure processing, it's called, as the food is being produced and packaged. It goes under high pressure. It's high pressure technology, and that helps to be sure that there's no harmful pathogenic bacteria in the food. So we like that, just for added safety, for our own safety, and the fact that, we start our kittens on this frozen raw food at 4 weeks old. So while a normal grown healthy adult cat pretty much has no problem with any type of pathogenic bacteria, even if they were to eat like salmonella or E. coli, it's not like it is with humans. They have a very short digestive tract, things going really fast, and it's really acidic, so they have the luxury of just killing stuff. Like, they can eat sort of more garbage than us, basically, and not get sick. But, we're talking about little teeny 4-week-old babies, which maybe I'll show you a baby. Mom, you want to bring me a baby? Just to make this more fun. Can't be all about food and health, right? Anyway, yeah, so we want to make sure it's as safe as possible, because this is what our kittens are weaned on. I mean, actually, sometimes they start eating even before 4 weeks, like 3 weeks old. But Primal's still a really, really good brand. If we weren't feeding little teeny babies, I would be fine with feeding this brand. Price-wise, it's still pretty comparable. Every other way, the ingredients are very comparable. In fact, Primal beats Nature's Variety in a little bit of a way that they do offer an actual organic frozen chicken variety as well. But these are actually the freeze-dried raw nuggets, and we get that from Primal because they do very well at selling them in these larger packages here, so it's less expensive that way. And we'll get a package of their freeze-dried, raw food. And we use these as like little toppers on their food, just to give them a little different variety from time to time, or especially if a cat's going through something where they need more nutrition, we're trying to kind of spark them to eat more. So that's that. Oh, and we have a baby.
It's Pooh.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Pooh.
This is Pooh. Hi, Pooh. You're looking the wrong way. Hi, baby. Oh, and you can see how little. Little. Yeah, so Pooh right here is, 3 weeks old?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's already starting to try to eat solid food. We'll have him eating full raw in probably about 2 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll be growing super fast and getting super fat, super healthy. I know, why is it we always talk weird when we're talking with babies? But anyway, so that's the lowdown. Merrick brand, Primal, Nature's Variety. That's pretty much what all of us do here. Our locations in California do sometimes make their own raw too, which is fine if you're educated and you really know what you're doing, but you really should not attempt to make your own food unless it is veterinarian prescribed and followed, and make sure that you're really adding all of the right ingredients. Otherwise, you could be trying to do the right thing and actually hurt your cat by not making sure they have the right nutrients. So All right, guys. Everyone have a good rest of your day. We'll go put little poo-poo back. Bye.